Trinamool Congress chief Mamata Banerjee's hold over her party continues to weaken after 61 MLAs threw their weight behind rebel leader Mamata Banerjee. The rebellion has now spread to the parliament. Just a week after her trusted aide Sukhendu Shekhar Roy quit the Rajya Sabha, Sushmita Dev resigned from the upper house on Wednesday, dealing another blow to Mamata's camp. Dev, who was previously a Congress Lok Sabha MP from Assam Silchar, left the party after her 2019 defeat and joined the Trinamool Congress in 2021. She quickly rose through the ranks and became the party's national spokesperson and later secured a Rajya Sabha berth. Now, this is the second resignation from the TMC within a week after the party suffered its first major setback when Sukhendu Shekhar Roy, its chief whip for 13 years, quit following a scathing letter to Mamata Banerjee.
देखिए क्या कारण रहा, मैं पहले भी बोल चुकी हूँ, मैं फिर से बोल रही हूँ। मेरे व्यक्तिगत कारण है, मेरे राजनीतिक कारण है और एक स्वतंत्र देश में कोई भी राजनीतिविद कोई भी निर्णय ले सकता है अपने राजनीतिक जीवन में। इससे ज़्यादा कारण को लेकर मैं कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहती।
अब नया आपका राजनीतिक सफर किधर शुरू होगा, क्योंकि आपने हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा से मुलाकात की, तो क्या आस लग रहे हैं कि आप क्या बीजेपी ज्वाइन करेंगे अब?
देखिए मेरी राजनीति आसाम में है। मैं बंगाल की जनता को के प्रति आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ क्योंकि राज्यसभा में इनडायरेक्ट इलेक्शन होता है पर लोग ही इनडायरेक्टली इलेक्ट करते हैं। तो मैं बंगाल की जनता के प्रति आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ, पर मेरे राजनीतिक जीवन में जितनी समझ है मुझे तो आसाम में ही काम करना है, तो उसको सामने रखकर मैंने ये निर्णय लिया है।
तो आगामी समय में आपको बीजेपी में देखेंगे, आप ये संकेत देंगे?
देखिए बीजेपी एक नेशनल पार्टी है, कांग्रेस भी एक नेशनल पार्टी है और मैं अभी किसी भी पार्टी में नहीं हूँ क्योंकि मैंने सुबह ही इस्तीफा दिया है, ठीक है ना। तो मैं कौन से पार्टी में जाऊंगी तो पार्टी इसका डिसीजन है, मैं कैसे डिसीजन ले सकती हूँ।
लेकिन आपने ऐसे समय पे इस्तीफा दिया है जब एक तरह से टीएमसी से इस्तीफों का दौर चल रहा है और उन सब लोगों को एक तरह से अपॉर्चुनिस्ट करार दे रही है जो अभी टीएमसी की का नेतृत्व है, टीएमसी के नेता है, तो आपको भी उसी नज़र से देखा जा रहा है।
देखिए कौन अपॉर्चुनिस्ट है कौन नहीं है, ये राजनीति में किसी को ये टिप्पणी नहीं करनी चाहिए। मैं बता देती हूँ क्यों, क्योंकि आज आप किसी पे टिप्पणी कर रहे हैं, आप उसी सिचुएशन में हो सकते हैं।
Another TMC RSMP has also resigned, and this has in fact resulted in the second resignation from the upper house. She is said, Sushmita Dev, who has resigned, is said to have also met with Assam's chief minister and spoke with him as well. This is the second resignation from the TMC within a week after the party suffered its first major setback when Sukhendu Shekhar Roy, its chief whip of 13 years, quit following a scathing letter to Mamata Banerjee. A stunning political theory that is doing the rounds in Delhi and Kolkata because in India, politics, few rivalries have been defining as the one between Mamata Banerjee and the Congress party. It was, after all, Mamata Banerjee who walked out of the Congress in 1998, accusing the party of compromising with the left and went on to build the Trinamool Congress from scratch, transforming the TMC from a regional breakaway outfit into one of the most formidable political forces in the country. But now, according to sources, discussions may have taken place regarding a possible rapprochement between Mamata Banerjee and the Congress leadership. Some reports even claim that after a recent meeting with Sonia Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee was allegedly offered a senior organizational role within the Congress, while Abhishek Banerjee was also reportedly discussed for a key national position. Now, it is important to underline that there is no official confirmation from either the Congress or the Trinamool Congress. No merger proposal has been publicly acknowledged, yet the speculation refuses to die, largely because it comes at a time when questions are being raised about internal churn within the Trinamool Congress. According to these reports, there are concerns about sections of MPs and MLAs exploring alternative political alignments and the possibility of rival claimants attempting to challenge the existing party structure. Now, in the context, some of the observers are interpreting the rumours as part of a large political calculation aimed at protecting Mamata Banerjee's political legacy and consolidating anti-BJP forces under a broader national umbrella. But if such a move were to ever to materialize, the implications would be enormous. This happens to Trinamool Congress, a party that is built entirely around Mamata Banerjee's leadership? Would Congress workers in Bengal, many of whom who have spent decades fighting the Trinamool, accept such an arrangement? What would it mean for the India Bloc, for opposition politics and for battle against the BJP nationally? And perhaps the biggest question of all, would Mamata Banerjee, one of India's most fiercely independent political leaders, willingly surrender the party's symbol, the organization and the political identity that she spent nearly 3 decades building? For now, these remain source-based reports and political speculation. But in politics, rumors often reveal anxieties, ambitions and possibilities long before they become reality. The question tonight is whether it is merely a corridor gossip or whether Indian politics is witnessing the first signs of one of its most dramatic homecomings, a return of Mamata Banerjee to the Congress fold after 28 years. Now, for more on this, I'm joined in by Brijesh, who joins us with more details on this. Brijesh, it is being speculations about her merging with the Congress, but then how it would be if she in fact merges. What are the compromises that Mamata Banerjee would have to in fact tender, and is it something that can be seen on the ground in Bengal itself, because it is a party that has emerged by moving away from Bengal. Trinamool has its own identity and now more complicated with rebels. How much feasible is this speculation if it is going to happen?
Well, Verghese, we have seen so many times that politics is art of impossible. And we have also seen, politicians who are very, very smart in understanding what is the sentiment on the ground. If you look at the fact that, yes, Mamata Banerjee, who is a firebrand politician who broke ranks from Congress and then became the sole opposition to the left rule. And we saw, the kind of firebrand politician she was, fought tooth and nail against the left tyranny and made sure that, she was the queen bee as far as the politics of West Bengal is concerned. But after ruling Bengal for 15 years, the party which looked like, which can fight anybody, take on anybody and not going to crumble, has faced something which many thought, even a day before the election, next to impossible. The party not only lost election in a massive way to Bharatiya Janata Party, but we also saw the house of Trinamool Congress crumbling like never before. Now, if you look at the real optics, what exactly has Mamata Banerjee in her hand? Now, the Bharatiya Janata Party is the political behemoth as we see. It's a national party, apart from the fact that it's the most resourceful party right now. It has won an unprecedented election in the state of West Bengal. So there's no way, you can tinker with the numerics which is there. And right now, the kind of desertion Mamata Banerjee is facing every single day, I think, the logical option for her is either see the party being completely snatched away from her and then start from scratch. Or the second part is what many have been hinting in the last 48 hours is join hands with the Congress party, which is a national party. And despite, the fact that Congress has suffered several electoral debacles, it still stays relevant as far as national politics is concerned. I think if Mamata Banerjee joins the Congress party, it will give both Mamata Banerjee as well as the Indian National Congress a fresh lease of life as far as the politics of West Bengal is concerned. And not right now, but I think in 2029, West Bengal can emerge as a major catchment area for the Congress party, for Mamata Banerjee to resurrect or to regain what they've lost in this particular assembly election.
Also, Brijesh, when we in fact see the Delhi route that probably Mamata would take, the placement within the Congress, again, that's how interesting it is going to be. How would you accommodate Mamata Banerjee, who's been a stern leader, who also has an old presence in the National Front, and at the same time accommodating Abhishek Banerjee itself? Those challenges also will remain if Congress is looking at an accommodation.
Well, they will. But, in politics, you are as strong as your last political victory. For the Mamata Banerjee, which was breathing fire, and we have seen her, contradicting Rahul Gandhi on so many occasions, and we've seen her, the kind of antagonistic and individual path which she has taken in various important, electoral pitch or on issues which has been raised by Rahul Gandhi. There was a clear snuff from her side, and they would literally be not want to seen along with Rahul Gandhi. Now, everything has changed completely ever since the Trinamool Congress lost West Bengal. Now you see the picture of Sonia Gandhi hugging Mamata Banerjee was a picture which you would have said impossible barely 15-20 days before. So the point is, point what I'm trying to say is that in politics, Mamata Banerjee also knows fully well that there's a big desertion. Almost 60-70% of the party has moved away from her. Many who have moved away are putting up an almost impossible condition for her, saying that that they should relegate Abhishek Banerjee to another role and make sure that she is the de facto chief of the party, and then they will come back, which is almost next to impossible. So I think right now, what Congress is offering is perhaps one of the best solution which is there for both Mamata Banerjee, Trinamool Congress, and also Abhishek Banerjee. All those modalities can be worked out later as to what kind of national role will she have, and whether she will, even after getting a national role, be parked in West Bengal, because now there's going to be a series of repercussions. We'll see if you remember what happened during the left regime when left lost to Mamata. We'll see desertion of cadres and other powerful brokers which were part of the Trinamool Congress shifting their base and allegiance to BJP, as it happened at that point of time when the entire left cadre shifted base to Trinamool Congress. So she knows that she's on a very, very rocky political pitch right now, and I think this is one scenario which helps both Mamata Banerjee as well as Congress party to regain this. And this is not the only time the Congress has approached several regional parties. But I think right now as we speak, Varghese, Congress party clearly has an upper hand, and Mamata Banerjee very well knows this.